All right, so this is the video on Sagittarius rising, one of my favorite signs. So for people with Sag rising, it's a fire sign that's all about it's a quest for finding your place in the cosmos. So finding the philosophy of life that you can subscribe to. That's the underlying theme of all Sagittariuses. And they travel either through books like metaphoric traveling or actual traveling. It's the archetypes of starting as the gypsy, then becoming the teacher, then the philosopher, right? So it's all about their whole goal is this quest for discovering meaning. So there is really this. So someone that has an Ascendant Sagittarius is going to be very explorative. They're going to have a huge need for freedom, and they're really going to want to experience life and really take a lot of adventures, right? So also, these are very optimistic and very expansive feeling people. They expect success, and that's projected outwards. So they can be people that are very fun to be around, very entertaining, very, very just like positive and philosophical. You know, they're people that you hang out with. It's also a future-oriented sign. So people with the Ascendant Sag can be people that talk about the future a lot. The grand plans of Sagittarius. You know, it's ruled by Jupiter. So Jupiter has to do with perspective and teaching. So they're people that want to be able to, you know, teach something, and it makes them very philosophical. But the Jupiter gives them this zoomed out view. So they're able to kind of like from up here look down at the world and really understand things from, you know, like in a metaphoric sense. They're able to have insight by really taking this zoomed out position and looking at the big picture. So yeah, like I said, it's very dynamic and fiery. Life is often viewed as a challenge and an opportunity to learn. And they're likely to passionately defend their need to have the freedom to roam, to explore horizons, and to see how far they can go. So the mantra is, I see the goal, I reach the goal, and then I see another. So another thing with Sagittarius rising people is that they can be the jack of all trades, but the master of nuns. Not nuns. No master of nuns here. So they can be really good at a lot of things, but lack the patience to really get proficient in one. Like Capricorn, for example, can just like start something and just continue to get better over time. Sag struggles at that, but they still do make people who, you know, can tell you some stuff about tons of different topics and have tons of different interests. So it's pretty interesting to be around. So yeah, just highly energetic. But also a lot of times what happens with people with Sagittarius Ascendant is that there's times where their natural faith and optimism start to dwindle away. And this can be very difficult times for them because they are so faith-based. And it's, yeah, so this is just something to know. And if you're having this, and it's just all about, you know, continuing to search for meaning. You know, this can happen when something on their path for finding meaning goes astray, and it's just like you got to just keep going, keep looking. So one other shadow of Sag rising, or anyone that has Sagittarius in a main part of their chart, is this tendency to try to like push people to believe what you believe in, and have the opinion that because I have found the truth that works for me, this is the truth that should be working for someone else. And this is not always the case. It's a lesson for Sagittarius people to learn to let people come to their own conclusions, and instead of pushing the information on people, present it. You know, don't push it. People don't do well when you try to force them to believe something. So let's see. But also, and kind of on that same thing, someone who has Sag rising will not do well when someone else is trying to teach them something. They like to teach themselves, you know. So they like, and I can speak for this as a Sag moon, you know, it's different, but still Sag. It's all about like teaching yourself and finding truth on your own terms. So, yeah. So I guess with this sign, it's just life is best viewed as a quest and an adventure. And the greatest assets of the Sag rising is this faith and positive attitude and almost this innate knowledge that they're headed somewhere. And that's why they have this tendency to like move and like go to different places and get a little bit restless sometimes, is because they know like I need to keep going on this quest. Alright, so that's about all I have to say about Sag. Coming up next is Capricorn. Alright, thanks so much. Leave some comments and subscribe.